This video picks up with a program from the arrays of random float variables videos to change the 200 ellipses displayed on screen to make it look as though they are falling down from above the top of the screen. So the first thing we're going to do is move the parameters of the random function used to initialize all the y variables in that second array of float variables. Instead of being 0 to 500, so all the y variables of these ellipses are randomly assigned between 0 and 500, we want them to all start above, imagine the air quotes, above the top of the screen. So all 0 to 500 are all on-screen values. So instead, I'm going to start with a negative number. So that would be above the top of the screen. So I'm going to go, let's just say negative 1,000. So 1,000 pixels, imaginary pixels above the top of the output window. So that's the smallest possible value that a y variable could get assigned. And then the largest, let's say, is 0. So they're all above the top of the screen. So there are my quotes. Oops. Above the screen. If I play it now, we're not going to be able to see any, or maybe we'll see just the bottom half. Oh, yep, we can see sort of the bottom half of, or less than half of one of the ellipses that has maybe just like -1, -2 as its y value. Now we want to make them move. So if I wanted them all moving at the same rate, I could say each one of those y values, y0, y1, all the way up to y199 equals, so that's new value, equals old value of yi, that is again y0, y1, y2, all the way up to y199, plus, and if I say 5, then every time draw loops through, each and every one of those ellipses will have 5 added on to its y value, so they'll be moving at a rate of 5 pixels per 60th of a second, and it would look something like this. So they're all moving at the same rate down the screen. It's a little glitchy, but that's a computer error, not an error with my code. It's just the way my computer is processing this processing file. So if I wanted them to move at random speeds, on the other hand, I need to have each of them get their own random speed variable. So I need a third array so they each have their own unique speed variable. I need 200 speed variables. So I'm going to say float, and just to save time, I'll say s equals new float. I also need 200 of those. Then here in the for loop inside of my setup method, I can say si. So each time the for loop loops through, the first time it's 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to s199 equals random. And I want them to all have positive value because they're all moving downwards. So maybe the slowest ones will have half a pixel per 60th of a second, and the fastest ones will be 5, that same speed. So the speeds between 0.5 and 5 per 60th of a second. Now, instead of adding 5 on here in my yi equals yi plus equation, I'm going to say yi equals yi plus si. So each one of those 200 y variables has their own unique speed variable that's adding on one time each time through draw. And it will look like this. So you can see this one is moving really slowly. Again, these in the front moving a little bit more quickly. Again, it's glitchier. Hopefully when you try this on your computer, it will not look as glitchy as it looks on mine.